Andy Reid, third year into this award, first time we've ever had two winners. How come it was so close?
Well, I think genuinely the standard has risen right across. I mean, clearly we all know that Saracens led the way in what they were doing in community rugby. The other clubs have recognised that over the last few years, and I think what we saw today was a combination of all the three of them being right up there. And I'm sure, actually, even before this shortlisting, that even the other clubs are doing sort of great things. So this is I know judges always say that it was a really, really difficult choice, but as you saw from the fact that we had to decide on the top two, and it was a split decision, demonstrates exactly what we've just been saying, that everybody's got a really high standard now, and I personally believe Saracens have set a benchmark, but it's great that everybody feels that they are, and they want to catch up with them, just not to give up.
Words of encouragement for Newcastle. They have a big remit, a big geographical area.
Newcastle's, I think what really impressed us today, first of all, they're in the top three, so they have to be, it's like anything, isn't it? It's to recognise, okay, might not come with a first prize, but the fact that they were right up there again shows the distance they've come. But I think what really impressed us, and I think should encourage them, is that with such a small team, the vast geographical area that they cover, and the fact that they're in a football-mad Geordieland up there, just demonstrates actually how far they've come. So I think they should be encouraged. They've got a great player base who really understand and want to commit themselves to the community side. So they are in a good place really to keep building on it, and what we'd say is just to encourage them to do even more, and just to carry on the good work really. We can't teach them anything that they don't already know that they would like to do themselves.
And we saw a lot of amazing community work today. Do you think there were broader lessons in terms of sport policy or sport and health policy from what you saw today?
Yeah, I mean, it's massively impressive, just the work that's going on. And the thing that really strikes me is the player commitment, both in time, enthusiasm and energy that goes into it. I've seen the community programmes myself over the last few years in particular on the ground, and sport can deliver into so many different agendas that can't be touched by other people. People in suits going in to tell people about 5 a day. It just doesn't work. But you've got a rugby player who's fit, healthy, everybody looks up to, their sports idols, and they tell you they looked after themselves when they were school, and they helped, they were eating healthily. Those things really work and have a lasting impact. So I think there's a lot to learn. The one thing I would say is that even in rugby itself, what we really need to do is get all those examples of best practice, and I can already see it going on in the awards today where people are saying, this worked for us, why don't you try that at your prison locally? And so with best practice, it's vital that we all learn from each other and then replicate what works, not go off and invent something new. So actually twofold, not just sport as a whole who can learn from rugby, who I think they can, but also within rugby itself, is to really drive up the best practice stuff that we've seen and see it delivered right across the country.
Great, thank you.